Zener diode. Zener diode is a special purpose semiconductor diode named after its inventor C. Zener. It is designed to operate under reverse bias in the breakdown region. It is used as a voltage regulator. The symbol of Zener diode is shown in the figure. This is the symbol of Zener diode. This is P and this is N. The symbol is just like your PN junction diode, only in the bar you have a bend. You have a bend in the bar, but P is same as the arrow in case of PN junction diode. There are two mechanisms for the cause of breakdown in Zener diode. One is your Abelance breakdown mechanism and another is your Zener breakdown mechanism. Let us first discuss about Abelance breakdown mechanism. Abelance effect means sudden increase in the flow of an electrical current when a sufficiently strong electrical force is applied. At a certain reverse bias voltage, the electric field imparts a sufficient high energy to the thermally generated carrier. Remember, in case of avalanche breakdown, the electric field is applied to the thermally generated carrier crossing the PN junction. These carriers collide with the crystal ion and disrupt covalent bonds, producing electron hole pair. The process is cumulative and produces an avalanche of carrier in a very short time. This diode is said to work in the region of avalanche breakdown. But here we will only discuss about the Zener breakdown. What is Zener breakdown? Zener breakdown occurs when the electric field at the junction exerts a large force on a bound electron. We know the bound electrons are at the junction. So Zener breakdown occurs when the electric field at the junction exerts a large force on bound electrons to tear it out of its covalent bond. So basically, the electron from the ions which are at the PN junction, they causes Zener breakdown. Thus, a direct rupture of the covalent bonds produces a large number of electron hole pairs, thereby increasing the reverse current. This process is referred to as Zener breakdown. Zener breakdown occurs in a junction having a narrow depletion region. Depletion region will be narrow if the PN junction is heavily doped. Remember, depletion region will be narrow if the PN junction is heavily doped, because depletion region is formed due to immobile positive and negative charges. If the junction will heavily doped, the region becomes thin. For heavily doped diodes, Zener breakdown occurs at a voltage below 6 volt. Normally we use the Zener diode whose breakdown voltage occurs below 6 volt. The thickness of the depletion region in Zener diode is basically less than 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Remember, the thickness of the depletion region of Zener diode is basically less than 10 to the power minus 6 meter. For a reverse bias voltage, say about 5 volt, the electric field at the junction will be nearly 5 into 10 to the power 6 volt per meter, because we know electric field is equal to potential divided by the thickness or length. So if we divide this potential divided by the length, which is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter, then it will be equal to 5 into 10 to the power 6 volt per meter. So this amount of high electric field, you see, the amount of electric field is of the order of 10 to the power 6 volt per meter. So this amount of high electric field exert a large force on the bound electron to tear it out from its covalent bond, increasing reverse current. So basically the reverse current in Zener diode is due to the high electric field, which is of the order of 10 to the power 6 volt per meter, more than 10 to the power 6 volt per meter. The VI characteristics of Zener diode is shown in the figure. If we plot a graph taking potential along x-axis and current along y-axis, then the graph so obtained is called VI characteristics graph. And this is the VI characteristics graph of the Zener diode. You see, in case of Zener diode, the current flows in both forward bias and in the reverse bias direction. This is the current direction or the graph for the VI graph for the forward bias, and this is the VI graph for the reverse bias. And in reverse bias, the current is also of the order of microampere to ampere. It is very high current. In the reverse bias condition, very high current flows. So its order basically from microampere to ampere, and in forward bias it is of the order of milliampere. And from the graph you see, when the applied reverse bias voltage reaches the breakdown voltage is Vz. Here breakdown voltage is Vz. The breakdown voltage of the Zener diode, there is a large change in the current. You see, there is a large change in the current. So Zener voltage remains constant even though current through the Zener diode varies over a wide range. Current varies with a wide range, but the voltage remains constant. So this is the basic feature of the Zener diode. That is, the voltage remains constant for current for a large amount of current change. So this property of the Zener diode is used as the regulating supply of voltage or Zener diode. That is why it acts as a voltage regulator. So at the breakdown voltage Vz of the Zener diode, there is a large change in the current. Zener voltage remains constant even though current through the Zener diode varies over a wide range. This property of the Zener diode is used for regulating supply voltage so that output voltage remains constant. Now let us discuss how Zener diode acts as a DC voltage regulator. The circuit diagram of a voltage regulator using Zener diode is shown. You see, this is the circuit diagram for the Zener voltage regulator. This is the output from the filter circuit. As you know, rectifier converts AC into DC, and that DC contains ripples. So after passing through the filter circuit, the ripple can be eliminated, and if the output of from the ripple circuit, it contains unregulated voltage supply or unregulated voltage, then we have to use a regulated power supply by means of a Zener circuit. So this is the Zener diode, and this is the series resistor, and this is the load resistor where we get regulated output voltage. Okay, so unregulated input voltage can be regulated by means of this Zener diode. So the unregulated DC voltage means when AC input voltage of a rectifier fluctuates, its rectified output also fluctuates. that is called the unregulated DC voltage. So this unregulated DC voltage filtered out from a rectifier, which is filtered out from a rectifier, that means after passing through the filter circuit, is connected to a Zener diode through a series resistance RS. The Zener diode here is reverse bias. You see, if the input voltage increases, you give input voltage here. If the input voltage increases, the current through this series resistor and the Zener diode also increases. Okay. If you increase the input voltage, the current through the Zener diode as well as current through the series resistor increases. So the voltage drop across RS increases. When current through RS and increases, the voltage drop across RS increases. But the voltage drop across the Zener diode remains the same. Okay, because in the breakdown region, Zener voltage remains constant, even the current through the Zener diode changes. Okay, so remember, if the input voltage increases, the current through the series resistor and the Zener diode increases, but the voltage drop across RS increases. The voltage across the Zener diode remains same, because in the breakdown region, Zener voltage remains constant, even the current through the Zener diode changes. On the other hand, if the input voltage decreases, the current through RS, that is the series resistor, and the Zener diode decreases. The voltage drop across RS or the series resistor decreases, but there is no change in the voltage drop across the Zener diode. Thus, any increase or decrease of the input voltage results in increase or decrease of the voltage drop across the series resistor, but without any change in the voltage drop across the Zener diode. Thus, Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. So, while constructing the circuit, we have to select the Zener diode according to the required output voltage, and accordingly we have to select the series resistance of the series resistance RS. Now to know how to select the series resistance RS, you have to work out this problem. In a Zener regulated power supply, a Zener diode with VZ equal to 6 volt, breakdown voltage is equal to 6 volt, is used for regulation. Okay, the load current is to be 4 milliampere and the unregulated input is 10 volt. What should be the value of the series resistor RS? So here the unregulated input voltage is given 10 volt and the breakdown voltage is given 6 volt and the load current is given 4 milliampere. And the question is, what should be the resistance of this series resistor? You should remember that the value of the series resistor is such that the current through the Zener diode and hence through the series resistor is much larger than the load current. Suppose we take the Zener current is equal to 5 times the load current. It is given that the load current is 5 milliampere. So the Zener current will be equal to 5 into 4, that is equal to 20 milliampere. Then what will be the current through this series resistor? 20 milliampere plus 4 milliampere, that is equal to 24 milliampere. And what is the voltage drop across the series resistor? The supplied voltage is equal to 10 volt and minus the output voltage 4 volt. So voltage drop across the series resistor is 4 volt. It is 6 volt. So 10 volt minus 6 volt, it is equal to 4 volt. So series resistance RS will be equal to V divided by I, 4V divided by 24 milliampere. So it will be equal to around 167 ohm. But the nearest value of carbon resistor is 150 ohm. You cannot get a resistance of 160 ohm 67 ohm in the market. So you will get a resistance of nearest value 150 ohm. So note that the slightly variation of the value of this resistance of the series resistor, it does not matter, but the Zener current should be sufficiently larger than the load resistance. While constituting the circuit, you are while selecting this load resistance RL, you should take the Zener current which should be much larger than the load current. Now we will discuss about the difference between a PN junction diode and a Zener diode. In a PN junction diode, the electricity or electric current flows in one direction, basically in forward bias direction. In reverse bias direction, the flow of current is very small, of the order of microampere. But in Zener diode, the electric current or electricity flows in both the direction. In forward direction, you will also get of the order of milliampere. In reverse direction, you will get also of the order of milliampere or higher. Number 2, the reverse bias permanently damage the depletion region, but in case of PN junction. But in case of Zener diode, the reverse bias does not damage the depletion region. The third point is the width of the depletion region is large in case of PN junction because it is lightly doped. But in case of Zener diode, the width of the depletion region is narrow because of it is heavily doped. And as you know, the PN junction diode is used for rectification and the Zener diode is used for the voltage regulation. In PN junction diode, the breakdown occurs in higher voltage, but in your Zener diode, the breakdown occurs in lower voltage. And in PN junction, the diode, the range of the reverse bias is of the order of microampere, and in case of Zener diode, the range of the reverse current is of the order of microampere to ampere. So this is a brief idea about the special purpose diode, that is the Zener diode.